Good day everyone, welcome again to another episode of Tax Training. And today I will discuss to you how to fill up BAR form number 1904. But before that, I would like to shout out for our YouTubers, for our subscribers. Thank you very much for your continued support. And please, for those who have not yet subscribed to our channel, please subscribe, and we promise to bring you more tax information in order to make tax compliance not difficult for everyone. Okay, so BAR Form 1904 is the application for registration for one-time taxpayer and person registering under Executive Order 98. No? Ito po yung TIN to be able to transact business with any government office. No? Kasi hinahanap, pag may transaction ka with any government office, meron kang tax identification number. Okay. So this application for registration 1904 enhanced January 2018. No? Kung so mapapansin natin, ito yung time na nag-umpisa po tayo sa train law. Okay. So, ano po yung mga kailangan dito sa Form 1904? This is for one-time taxpayer and person registering under Executive Order 98. Executive Order 98 is a law that requires all persons who have transactions with the government to have a tax identification number. Okay. So, number one, since sinasabi nga natin to person, so requirements din po yung PhilSys number, no? Or PSN na sinasabi natin, just like yung sa 1901 for individual with business, no? Ano to ang PhilSys number? Ito yung nanggagaling sa Philippine Statistics Authority na lahat ng tao, pati na mga bata, may PhilSys number. Nandoon yung pagkakakilanlan nila at nakalagay sa database. So, madali lang po mag-verify. So, lahat ng tao ay meron na PhilSys number. And this is used in lieu of all other tax identification. Tax identification number, ito po binibigay ito ng BAR, date of registration, and then the RDO code. For taxpayer type, you have to choose between Executive Order 98 na Filipino citizen, Executive Order 98 na foreign national. Kasi pwede rin na yung foreign national have a transaction with the government. And we have one-time transactions na Filipino citizen. One-time transaction foreign national, non-resident foreign corporation, at saka non-resident foreign partnership. And also yung may mga passive income earners only. Ano yung mga passive income earners? Ito yung wala namang trabaho, hindi nagtatrabaho, pero may mga investment sila, may pera sa bangko, nag-earn ng interest, o kaya itong mga may composition na sila dati ng mga songs, pero hindi na sila nagko-compose, nila kumakanta, pero yung mga songs nila kumikita pa rin para sa kanila. No? So yun yung sinasabi natin na may passive income. O kaya ito yung may-ari ng mga ari-arian na building, tapos pinaparentahan, so passive income din po yung tawag doon sa renta na bayad sa upa ng mga buildings. Okay. Foreign tax identification number kung meron yung foreign citizen, and then the country of residence. No? So you have to fill up, you have to supply that information in this BAR Form 1904. And then we have taxpayer's name. No? We have the first name, middle name, suffix, nickname, and then taxpayer's name. No? If non-individual, registered name. No? So, taxpayer's name is state of, kung estate, no? Kasi mga namatay na at kailangan ng TIN dahil kukuha ng tax clearance, ito din po yung ginagamit nila. No? Pati yung mga beneficiaries. And then the local registered address. No? Very specific. Fill up all available blanks. No? So, we have principal foreign address, indicate complete foreign address, no? And the zip code. We have the date of birth organization, the contact number, the date of arrival in the Philippines, and then the municipality code. We have the mother's name, father's name, gender, email address. So, ang gender natin is male or female lang, dalawa lang po yan. For the part 2, we have transaction details, no? Purpose of TIN application. So, letter A, dealing with banks. B, dealing with government agencies. And then C, tax treaty relief. Sino yung gumagamit ng tax treaty relief? Those citizens with other countries na may transactions dito sa Pilipinas at may tax treaty yung ating bansa sa kanilang bansa, no? So, qualified sila to avail of the tax treaty relief. Withholding agent, accredited tax agent information. O kasama din po dito, the taxpayer identification number or TIN, the RDO code, the withholding agent or accredited tax agent's name. And we have also registered address, no? Sub-street, building street, barangay, city, municipality, or province. No, the zip code. Contact number, the email address, and then the declaration. Taxpayer authorized representative. Note, the BIR data privacy policy is in the BIR website. No? Yung data privacy policy natin na we safeguard the information, the private information of individuals. So what are the required attachment for this 1904 na form? For individual, any identification issued by an authorized government body, birth certificate, passport, driver's license that shows the name, address, and birth date of the applicant. Passport, pwede rin po in case of non-resident alien not engaged in trade or business sa Pilipinas. For non-individual, any official document issued by authorized government body, government agency, tax authority thereof, or municipality that includes the name of the non-individual and the address of its principal office in the jurisdiction in which the non-individual was incorporated or organized, no? So, pwedeng articles of incorporation, certificate of residency for cooperatives, halimbawa, certificate of cooperation, no? So, depende kung anong klaseng organization, anong klaseng non-individual. BIR Form 1904, ito po yung application sa pagkuha ng tax identification number sa BIR for those na may mga one-time transactions with the BIR at saka yung may mga transactions with the government. They are required to have tax identification number, pero ang tawag po dito, walang tax type na TIN. Kaya 1904 po, yung mga sinasabi natin na one-time transactions. Bakit? Kasi kahit bibigyan ka dito ng TIN, wala siyang tax type, so hindi ka magkaroon ng open cases. No? Kaya kung one time lang yung transactions mo, wag mong gamitin yung BIR Form 1901 kasi para yun sa may business. At pag may business ka, may monthly ka doon na ipafile. Samantalang dito sa 1904, wala ka pong ipafile dito na monthly. No? So, one time lang po ito. Okay? So, hopefully, we have given you information, we have enlightened you on how to fill up this BIR Form 1904. Please continue to support us. Please subscribe to our channel. And for those who have already subscribed, thank you very much. And we promise to bring you more tax updates in our tax training. The aim of our channel is for you to have a better tax compliance. Good day and thank you.